New rules announced late last week could send more than 100,000 kids back into the classrooms around Oregon. 15 counties can immediately start in-person classes for K through 12. Another 9 counties can start kindergarten through 6th grade. That includes Clackamas County. Multnomah County still has too many COVID cases to reopen. Still, the question some might have, is it too soon?
And there was every reason to not be where we are today. So that we could get children back to school. Unfortunately, we blew it as a nation.
Portland State University researcher Dr. Richard Corsi has studied indoor air safety for nearly 3 decades. He says there are risks to sending kids back, but schools can significantly reduce those risks by taking a number of steps.
The first one is required masks for everybody. And you have to require masks for everybody because you normally don't know who's infected.
Corsi says de-densifying classrooms is also a must, as is decluttering.
Decluttering the classrooms so that you can allow for physical distancing.
He says classes need to be staggered so that not all students get out at the same time. Outdoor activities, including lunches, should be encouraged. Ventilation should be increased in all classrooms and air filters brought in.
Portable-based HEPA air cleaners used in the right classroom, 600 square foot classroom, typical ceiling height, can get you anywhere from 50 to 90% reduction in aerosol particles.
Corsi says doing all these things can reduce the chance of spreading the virus through the air by up to 95%.
And the greater the dose, the greater the risk, and likely the greater the dose, the greater the severity of infection. So lowering the dose is what it's all about.
In Portland, Keely Chalmers, KGW News.